The US dollar remained stable during the holiday in the US, while the Australian dollar retreated after the Reserve Bank of Australia decided to keep interest rates unchanged in its latest meeting. Although the central bank indicated the possibility of future increases due to persistent high inflation, investors are closely monitoring U.S. employment data, which can influence the Federal Reserve's next actions. Meanwhile, German exports recorded a decline in May, reflecting a challenging scenario for Europe's manufacturing industry. Investors are also keeping an eye on the European Central Bank and the Bank of England's movements regarding interest rates, while the Japanese yen remains near 7-month lows amid concerns about government intervention in the foreign exchange markets. The Irish government plans to increase basic public spending by 6.1% next year, according to its summer economic statement. In recent years, the government aimed to align spending growth with the pace of economic expansion, which was around 5% per annum. However, this policy was suspended this year with a 6.5% increase. Finance Minister Michael McGrath stated that the proposed spending hikes are necessary to uphold public services and safeguard incomes, while avoiding undue inflationary pressures. The state's finances are capable of funding the additional expenditures thanks to anticipated budget surpluses. Nevertheless, the central bank and independent oversight body urged the government to adhere to the 5% spending rule, cautioning against a significant rise in inflation and economic overheating. Although inflation in Ireland has decreased in recent months, core inflation remains a concern, with the closely monitored underlying measure expected to peak later this year. The Irish economy is also projected to experience robust growth this year, following its status as the EU's fastest-growing economy in 2022, accompanied by a record-low unemployment rate. French stock exchanges closed lower, with the CAC 40 falling 0.23%. The consumer goods, healthcare, and industrial sectors experienced losses, leading to a general decline in shares. Some of the top performers included Worldline SA, which rose 3.52%, and Unibail-Rodamco-Westfield SE, which added 3.02%. On the other hand, Alstom SA and Carrefour SA were the worst performers, with declines of 2.98% and 1.95% respectively. In the commodities market, gold and oil futures showed gains, while euro to US dollar and euro to pound sterling remained virtually unchanged. Stocks in Germany closed mixed on Tuesday, with gains in the financial services, retail, and food and beverages sectors driving up shares, while losses in the construction, industrials, and insurance sectors weighed down prices. The DAX index declined by 0.26%, while the MDAX index rose by 0.47% and the TechDAX index increased by 0.26%. Some of the top performers included Vonovia SE, Deutsche Börse AG, and Adidas AG, while Covestro AG, MTU Aero Engines NA, and Siemens Energy AG were the worst performers. In the commodities market, gold and oil futures showed gains, while euro to US dollar and euro to pound sterling remained virtually unchanged. The US dollar index futures had a slight increase of 0.01%. Stocks in Israel closed higher on Tuesday, with gains in the real estate, insurance, and oil and gas sectors driving the market. The TA35 index rose by 0.5% at the close. Some of the top performers were companies like Shercoin and Binui, Bezek Israel Telecommunication Corp Ltd., and Astrom Group Ltd., while Mizrahi Tefahat, Nova, and Nice Ltd. had the worst performances. In the commodities market, oil prices showed gains, while gold futures had a slight increase. The USD/ILS and Euro/ILS exchange rates had positive variations, and the US dollar index futures had a slight increase.